we recognize Mr. Escoto of Bfar, Director Escoto of Bfar.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We have a presentation, Madam Chair, on the proposed budget for the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Madam Chair, I have the honor to present to you FY 2024 BFAR plans and programs as recommended by DBM under the National Expenditure Program. The BFAR budget under the FY 2024 NEP as recommended is 7.872 billion with an increase of 13.16% from the 2023 GAA of 6.956 billion. Next slide, please. This slide shows the comparative budget by expense class. So the personal services in 2024 increased by 3% as compared to 2023. This is due to the increase in salary of new entrants for the newly hired plantilla positions and the promoted plantilla positions. The maintenance and other operating expense in 2024 also increased by 25% as compared to 2023. This is because of our new foreign-assisted project, the FISCOR, amounting to a total of 1.5 billion for 2024. The capital outlay decreased by 18%. This is due to the legislated hatcheries funded in 2023, which is not provided in the 2024 NEP.
Can I ask a question? You didn't fund the legislated fish hatcheries to finish them?
Ongoing, ma'am. The ongoing legislated hatcheries are all funded.
Oh,
For the new legislated hatcheries, ma'am, we have a funding proposal, and it is part of the presentation.
why didn't you include that in the regular budget? I'm very particular about that legislated fish hatcheries because it is a local bill. It is passed by the House and then passed by the Senate. Huwag nyo naman sabihin na nagpakahirap kami ipasa yan tapos hindi nyo gagawin yan. Parang huwag nyo nang gawin lahat. Pwera yan. Kasi ano yan legislated yan Oo, kaya I want you. Kasi yung previous Bfar, kaya kami nag-aaway nun, ayaw niya i-fund yung legislated fish hatcheries. Why will we go through the process of passing that? Kaya nga namin nile-legislate, so you make sure you fund it Tapos sabihin nyo walang funding. Huwag naman ganun. Kasi kami naman, hindi naman kami nahingi sa inyo. Yan lang ang hinihingi namin sa inyo. And yan naman ay para sa kabutihan ng mga fishermen natin kasi tinatayo lang naman yan doon sa mga fishing towns of the Philippines para may source sila ng ng fingerlings Kaya wag niyo kakalimutan yan. It's very important to us yung legislated fish hatcheries.
Yes, ma'am. We are committed, ma'am, to implement the legislated hatcheries.
So meron din sa 2020.
Tapos yung sinasabi ko sa iyo na 15 kilometers yung tawag dito, yung municipal water, tapos bibigyan nyo ng kapraso-kaprasong boat na hindi makarating doon sa 15 kilometers. So dapat bawat bayan, at least may isa na yung fishing town, may isang malaking boat that which the fishermen can share para makarating doon sa 15 kilometers. Kaya tuloy yung mga commercial fishermen, yun ang napunta sa municipal water. Kasi yung ating mga small fishermen cannot reach the 15 kilometers. Yun, you just have to, realize the importance of that kasi very important yan kasi kawawa naman yung ating mga small fishermen.
Opo, ma'am.
Wag nyo nang tutulungan yung mga commercial fishing company, sila yung mayayaman. Kayang-kaya nilang alagaan ang sarili nilang, alagaan natin yung mga small fishermen natin sa municipal water. Kawawa sila.
Opo, ma'am. We have targeted 62 footers for 2024, ma'am.
So your personnel services overhead is 30, regulatory is 7, so 40. Okay, so 40, 30, regulatory 5. Ano yung fish core?
World Bank.
It's a foreign-assisted project, ma'am, funded by World Bank.
So what is the
It's a for 7-year. It's a 7-year program. and it has three components. The first component will be dealing mainly on coastal rehabilitation and resiliency. The second component is on livelihood and empowerment of fisher folks, as well as income diversification. Actually, ma'am, we have an estimated menu for livelihood, but mainly this will be need-based. There will be an assessment in the different areas of implementation, and we'll provide them of the needed livelihood, taking into account the entire value chain of fisheries. Isa po, ma'am, na tinitinan po natin, ma'am, would be more on processing.
Ayos mo yung yung lugar. Sustainability of the anong mga project yung that promotes sustainability.
Isa po, ma'am, sa target projects natin will be on zero waste. We will try to pilot to 4 provinces the zero waste program, which will consist of composting of plastic waste, which will be collected from the coastal areas as well as the sea. And then we will try.
Compose mo ang plastic waste, ano resulta?
We will.
Ano ang product nun?
We will try to recycle it, ma'am, to other
Like what?
plastic chairs, plastic tables.
But you don't use composting for plastic chairs. You need
Recycling.
a factory. A recycling factory
Yes, ma'am.
is not composting. Composting is for kitchen and garden
Yes, ma'am.
waste. So,
Opo.
pag plastic, iba yun. Kailangan may factory ka to recycle plastic.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's sustainability, it's livelihood, and what else?
Income diversification, ma'am.
Like what?
We want for the fisher folks to temporarily, ma'am, go to the other value chains like processing, marketing, para ho medyo makapahinga ng konti.
Diba
yung
dapat ito
resources.
gawin nyo pag diba nagko-close season kayo in certain areas? So you have to introduce another livelihood to the fishermen during close season kasi hindi sila pwedeng mag fishing during close season.
Yes,
Ang
ma'am.
maganda naman sa close season, sabi according to study, pag nag-close season ka, yung kita mo for the year is the same. Kasi lumalaki yung isda, so mas profitable ang fishing during the open season. So yung kita mo sa buong year, makukuha mo din during the open season kahit na may close season ka na 3 months. So, and then tuturuan mo yung mga farmer mo, fishermen mo, kung ano gagawin nila during the close season. So that's additional income for them. Kasi pag hinuhuli mo malilitang isda, wala kang masyadong pakinabang doon. So mas maganda pa, mag-close season ka na lang para ganun din ang kikitain mo for 9 months, yung kikitain mo for 12 months. And then, pag turuan mo sila ng ibang hanap buhay during the close season, that's additional income for them. Kaya maganda rin yun na yung sinasabi mo na you have to introduce them to new sources of income, especially during the close season, because that is additional income to them in the long run over the 1-year period. Okay, sige. So, ang programs and projects mo would be yung boat, tapos yung hatcheries, ano pa? Mangrove.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we are also supporting and putting up a mangrove center here in NCR, given the fact that we have already realized that there is a need for rehabilitation.
So you will put it in our Las Piñas, Parañaque,
Yes, ma'am.
Westland Park?
Opo, ma'am.
Oo. But you should put one in the Visayas and put one in Mindanao. Kasi mahirap naman i-transport ang mangrove pag masyadong malayo, di ba? Yung mangrove seedlings. So, maglagay ka rin sa Visayas, maglagay ka rin sa Mindanao para mas malapit ang transport.
Yes, ma'am.
Mas maganda nga kung every region meron di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi alam mo, ang mangrove, pwede rin niyang parang hatchery yan Yung aming mangrove is the spawning ground of fishes in Manila Bay. Oo, diyan pinapanganak yung mga isda sa Manila Bay. And at the same time, sa experience ko sa Yolanda, lahat na may mangrove sa coast, na-save from Yolanda. Ang nasira ng Yolanda are those without mangrove on the coast. Mas matibay pa ang mangrove kesa yung slow protection na ginagawa ng DPWH. Mas matibay ang mangrove doon. Kaya mas mura pa. Mas matibay, mas mura pa. Diba? Ano? Ayaw nila ng mura, sabi ni Senator JB. Sila, mahilig sila sa mahal Oo, mahilig tayo sa mura. Oo.
Madam Chair, if I may alam,
Yeah,
with your
go ahead.
permission, tanong ko lang sa Bfar, how many vessels are we maintaining, yung Bfar ships that are being used right now?
Basically, sir, we have 2 multi-mission vessel, 1 research vessel, and 12 MCS vessels. And there are also small vessels, so totaling to around 100 plus vessels. Most of these, sir, are small vessels that are distributed in various parts of the country and maintained by the different offices.
Now, the reason I asked, Madam Chair, especially now, no, lalo sa West Philippine Sea area, is very abundant. No? Kaya naman siguro, Madam Chair, talagang may interest yung China dyan. It's really for due to the abundance of our marine resources, no, in that area. Gaano ba what species are there na talagang bakit gusto ng China itong West Philippine Sea?
Nandyan, sir, yung ating galunggong. These are straddling fish stocks. Mainly, our galunggong fishing ground is in the West Philippine Sea.
Tsaka no, pati mga even yung almost there, yung mga mamaming, nandyan yata nakukuha na pag nagpupunta ako ng Hong Kong, Madam Chair, nakikita ko lahat ng maming, mukhang galing yun sa atin eh. Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Soto. Ang tanong ko lang, yung sa ating vessels, that's very important, no, Madam Chair, to support our fishermen that are fishing in that area. Di ba? Yun yung mga nagsusupply ng fuel, lalo na yung malalayo.
Yes, sir.
Ilan pong vessels yung that are being used to supply our fishermen in that area?
12 MCS vessels, sir.
12 yun.
Apo.
Is that enough? Yun ang gusto natin. That one, Madam Chair, I think we have to support. So that we have to also take advantage because that is our, after all, that's our territory. Dapat ang mga mangingisda natin na nandun. So just like to ask do we need more vessels or is that enough already to support our smaller fishermen that are fishing in that area, in the West Philippine Sea area?
Yeah, actually, sir, we have submitted a proposal for the refleeting of these vessels, sir, considering that these vessels are already old. In fact, they were procured more than 15 years ago. So while we have this number of vessels, all at the same time, sir, they are not ready for sea. Some are actually being repaired and some are not ready for sea. So we are, in fact, proposing for a refleeting program.
Na intercity, hindi ba merong si Senator Tulfo kino-question niyo yung inyong intelligence fund? Sana sinabi mo na lang, naggagamitin na lang natin pambili ng vessel sa West Philippine Sea. So that's for protection, di ba? Hindi na niya maku-question yun kasi for Philippine Seas to protect our fishermen. Pwede natin dalhin yun doon.
Mga in your estimate, magkano po yung proposed refleeting program for the Bfar vessels? Because I think, Madam Chair, very important po yan. Hindi naman pwedeng hayaan na lang natin mga militia vessels ng China. Sila nagtitake advantage zone sa ating exclusive economic zone. I think our fishermen should be the ones taking advantage of that area, of the vast marine resources in the West Philippine Sea. Ilang vessels do you propose to refleet, yung mga bago pong vessels ng Bfar that would supply our fishermen in that area?
We are, sir, proposing about 3 new vessels at least every other 2 years, so that probably in around 10 years, sir, we'll be able to complete a new set of.
Magkano yun? 800 million ben per vessel?
The estimate, sir, for an MCS 30-meter, a 50-meter vessel will be 150 to 200 million per vessel, sir.
Yung malaki na, no? But that's talagang capable na to go really that far, no? Kumbaga sa area yun.
Yes, sir.
So that's 80, ilang meters, 60 meters?
The proposal, sir, is 50-meter vessel.
No, that means malaki talaga ito. That can supply ship, bring fuel and food as well to
Yes,
our
sir.
fishermen.
Yeah, capable po, sir, to supply fuel as well as other logistics like food, and this can also be used, sir, for relief operations during calamities.
Madam Chair, siguro yung intelligence man, baka pwede rin like yan yung konti yung Bfar because they are also being used.
Lang 50 million lang yun.
Yun na nga, 50 million.
They align it.
Kaya Madam Chair, I would support this because I think our fishermen, our Filipino fishermen, has to take advantage of our marine resources, hindi po yung bayuhan. Di ba? So, you plan to have 2 vessels every 2 years, every 2 or 3 years? Tama? 3 vessels every 2 years. Okay. Tapos yung siguro isa pang tanong, Madam Chair, yung mga local natin nag-breed, no? Halimbawa yung tawilis, maliputo, these are endangered, no? Minsan lalo yung maliputo napakahirap. What's the program of Bfar to propagate, no? Itong mga to, pigik, no? Doon sa sa Cotabato area, mas napakasarap noon. Ludong, ang hirap din yan. Meron ba tayong program to propagate this kind of fishes? Kasi parang high value kasi ito mga ito eh.
Yes, sir. Our counterpart, sir, NFRDI, has a program for Maliputo located in Butong, Batangas. So they are into breeding Maliputo. For Bfar, sir, we have the program Balik Sigla sa Ilog at Lawa. And the purpose of this is to propagate indigenous species and to try to enhance their production so that we will be able to bring back their lives in the different inland waters that we have.
Are we successful doon sa ano? Doon sa, halimbawa, yung Maliputo propagation. Yung pigik, Madam Chair, no? Napaka ano nun, that's a high value, no? Ludong. Ito yung mga dapat nating ano, kasi these are high value aquatic resources that we can look into na pwede natin export later on, no? Hirap nga lang, but how successful are we? Sino pa pwede magsumagot doon? Sige, ma'am.
Morning po, Senator. Ang opisina po natin ay we have a program for Maliputo. In fact, we have already bred the Maliputo in our station in Batangas. And as currently po, may mga recipients na rin po tayo, mga fisher po, and we have been training the Bfar technicians on that. And I think last year we have started downloading na po yung technology sa Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Currently po, for 2024 rather, we will further study naman po yung gut microbiome nung Maliputo para po may mga area po kasi na pwede pa rin pa siyang i-improve to improve the breeding capability po niya in hatchery.
About yung ano, Itawilis naman, basta mag-close lang, mabilis naman siyang dumami, no? Lalo sa Laguna, sa lake, sa...
Yes po. Actually po, ang ating
Taal
station,
pala.
ang ating pong station sa Taal, Batangas, has this special task. They are the one who study the tawilis in Taal Lake, and in fact, they have already gave information, science-based information on the PAMBI, on the local management body in there para may mga close fishing season din po. So lahat po ng mga science-based information, mga regulations na ginagawa po natin doon sa Taal Lake ay kasama po ang NFRDI. Siya po ang nagsusupply ng mga siyensya.
So every year meron tayong close season para
Opo, meron pong
ma-recover, no? Yes.
local na lang.
Mabilis naman siya, no? Ang
Opo.
Tawilis.
Kasi may
Medyo Maliputo lang ang medyo challenging.
Opo.
Another, how about yung iba po, Madam Chair? Yung pigik, kasi napaka-ano nun eh. Parang maganda siya iyan, no? Kung ma-propagate natin. No?
po. Kasalukuyan po, for 2024, meron din po kami project sa PIGIC sa Region 1. And as regards naman po sa mga ibang indigenous species natin, we've already bred the, what you call that, the mudfish, yung dalag, na very popular po sa atin sa, ito po yung na-develop naman ng ating Fish Biotechnology Center, ng ating scientists doon. So through induced breeding, and we have also started, dalag. Sa Muñoz po, meron po tayong station doon. Nakikihouse po muna tayo doon sa Bfar. But the technology have been disseminated. Meron din pong sa Laguna Lake. So,
yung
Ludong.
Ludong.
Ludong po.
Kamusta yung Ludong? How is it? Meron naman siya.
Opo.
Medyo ano rin yun eh, mahirap din eh, no?
Together with Bfar Region 2 po, we have already conducted a study on the, what do you call that, the biology, the life cycle of the Ludong, so that they have already, I think they have already identified the breeding areas and so forth and so on. Opo, meron na po tayong, because the information po we gave to Bfar, and the Bfar will do the appropriate regulation based on, including the close fishing season and breeding areas of some species in the Philippines.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm hoping, Madam Chair, that your agency would really